For the fans who have not heard Unstoppable yet, it's not too late. Expect an unstoppable experience. It's really a body of music that's a roadmap between where people are and their destiny and their dream. I want to do a body of music that will inspire and encourage and uplift people everywhere, even myself. I kind of came from the scripture standpoint, or the prayer that we all pray before in our life is kind of on earth as it is in heaven. We said it so many times around our life, but what does that really mean? So to me, it means that God in heaven has partnered. They got something going on that just hasn't happened on earth yet. So, but in the midst of life's ups and downs and this journey we call life, we're still unstoppable because we know that God already has a plan for our destiny and our dreams and our purpose. So it's a body of music, but it's that music you can pull on when you're going through life situations. My journey in the industry started as a choir director. I was just a choir director writing songs for the choir, and then a few years later, I was about 19. The pastor said, "Well, can you be over to ministry?" I said, "Yeah, cool." I didn't want to work downtown no more anyway, but I knew music was my calling and my passion. I never knew it was a career for me because I'm from Chicago. Everybody could sing. Everybody, it was like people in Storefront Church, they could sing Rings Around Us. But the more I got into being the minister of music, is the more I became an artist. Because I would write for the church choir, and then we record, and then people would like songs on the radio, and it'd be my songs. I was like, whoa, there's something going on. And this is back when, before singles, that back in the 90s or whatever, in the early 2000s, they would send a whole record, and they'd be playing 3 of my songs on the radio. I'd be like, yes. But it was really the beginning of my career. Started with the church choir, traveling around the world, being nominated for awards, but it was my music. I was like, whoa. So I started to kind of get this passion to personally take it to the world as well. Because I had done a few CDs locally, but that was the beginning of my journey, learning and meeting other artists, going to workshops, going to conferences. And I believe that once I was connected with people like Donald Lawrence and all these other artists who figured out I had a gift and talent to write music, I opened the door to write for Bishop Morton, Vanessa Bell, Smokey Norfolk. I wrote on his first record. And just as a writer, kind of birthed out of the minister of music. Then from there, I was like, let me go back and do my own thing. So it's an 18-year journey for me, but I did it. So I wanted to kind of show the journey, show the path, so that artists that's coming up don't think it's overnight. They kind of can understand that their journey is for a reason and for a purpose. Well, my thoughts on the video that came out, about the deliverance guy, whatever. Some of being in church all my life, some of the things that we see are not always accepted or acceptable because it's a level of not understanding, in the world. Me personally, I understand that deliverance is a process. It's not, boom, you deliver. God, what we deal with is not magic. So God doesn't just kind of say, boom, you're delivered. So if you study the Bible, like David had issues. David, he wanted somebody else's wife, so he sent his husband to war and had a wife, and God killed their child. But the same David, a few scriptures later, God said, he repented, and God said, I'm well pleased with you, and gave them another child that we don't really talk about. What happens is that we serve a redeeming and a saving God. Some of that is a mystery to others who are not in that type of denomination. I'm personally not Kojic, but there are some denominational mysteries that the world does not accept, and I don't really accept, because my understanding of deliverance is more of a process. We all need to be delivered from something. So if it's cigarettes, you don't smoke one day and then you're off tomorrow. If it's homosexuality, you don't be homosexual today and off tomorrow. It's more like a process to where this starts it, where I realize my wrong, or I realize, that this is not what I should do, and then I go to here, and then I do a process, I go to prayer, I go, whatever the process is. But by social media being so quick, by things getting out before it's time, and if you said it or not, I don't know about no death threats, but I think it's more of we have to probably have a better understanding, because the message that happens gets out so quick, it could be the wrong message, because it can almost make us look foolish. It can always make it look foolish when it's not supposed to look foolish. But if we really look into it, from a spiritual standpoint, because I'm not Kojic, but I grew up in the Baptist way and a little bit Pentecostal, is that the enemy's job is to kill, steal, and destroy, not just people, but the testimony of those who carry the message of God. So if the pastor meant well, but it came out wrong, if he really felt like he was delivered at that moment because the heat of the moment and emotions, what if he did? Whatever. That doesn't mean tomorrow, he's going to be this or that. It's a daily walk. It's a daily constant struggle. It's a daily saying, I'm not going to do this, or I'm not. And I think, getting it out so quick to the world and then becoming almost a joke is doing what the enemy wants to do. And what the atheists want to do, and everyone else, is that denounces the power of God. So as a body, as a Christian body, I'm a Christian, as a world, we should be going back at it, kind of sharing what Christendom is and the power of God, and how the power of God gives us this process. And this is what we saw, but this is what it really is.